Hey guys, it's Super Video Games or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my top 5 videos. And in today's top 5, we'll be going over 5 skins that bad players use here in Fortnite. So here in Fortnite, there are always skins that just really intimidate us, right? There's just skins we see and go, uh-oh, that is probably a really good player. I'm gonna run the other way. For myself, it's always the Black Knight or the Red Knight. I see those guys and I just get freaked out and I run away. But then you have skins that you know a lot of bad players like to use. You'll see a certain skin and go, that guy's probably really bad. I'm gonna go ahead and charge that guy and get the easy kill. So in today's video, I want to go over 5 of those skins that a lot of bad players really like to use here in Fortnite. Now before we get into today's top 5, let me guys know right now in the comment section below, what do you guys think is the noobiest skin to use here in Fortnite? I'm really curious to know what you guys think. And of course, if you guys haven't already, make sure to drop a like on today's video. That'd be amazing. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And besides that, let's go ahead and start off today's top 5 video. So coming in at the number 5 spot on today's list, we have a very interesting one. This one is the Blue Team Leader skin. And the reason why this one is so interesting is because you can only actually get this one on PS4. It's a PS4 exclusive skin. So if you're somebody who's playing on the Xbox One or the PC, you might not see this skin that often. And when you do, it might be a really good player, because someone who plays on Xbox and PC, if they want to go all that extra length just to get one skin on PS4 and not even play PS4 primarily, that probably means that they're more of a hardcore Fortnite player, and it might be a bit intimidating to get on the Xbox and the PC. Now on the PS4 though, it's a completely different story. Since this skin is free, and there's a lot of people out there who don't want to pay 20 bucks for a skin, or just don't want to buy skins in general, which is totally okay. Since there are people who don't like doing that, you see a lot of people using this skin right here, because sometimes they want to change it up, not just always rock that default skin. So this skin right here is almost like, it's like the default skin, because you see it almost everywhere in Fortnite. Now, there are definitely some players who use this skin who are really good, but for the most part, players who use this skin right here are pretty bad, and I never really run into that many amazing players with this skin on. So coming in at the number 4 spot on today's list, we have the Rogue Agent skin, and this right here is another interesting one. You see this skin a lot in the game, mainly because this skin right here is part of the Fortnite starter pack, and I knew that it was part of that pack. I didn't know how much it cost up until making this video, and I gotta say, I'm really surprised for a skin and 600 V-Bucks. $5, that is actually really cheap and a really good deal, and I can see why so many people have this skin in game. Now, looking at this skin right here, it definitely isn't a, crazy, nice, standout skin. It's kind of reminds me of like a Halo skin, something like that, but it's a decent skin. If you actually go to the item shop and you look at some of the cheaper skins like the green and the blues, it's ranging from like $8 to $12 for a skin. And with this, you get a again, a decent skin. I would say this skin right here is better than those $8 to $12 skins. Plus you get those V-Bucks, then you're gonna get a lot of people who are, new to Fortnite, people who don't really want to spend tons of money on it, buying this skin pack right here, and therefore a lot of people in game using this skin aren't going to be the best players in the world. I don't think I've ever run into one person in Fortnite who is like really good using this skin right here. So coming in at the number 3 spot on today's list, we have one that might surprise a lot of you, and this is the Dark Voyager skin. And this skin right here, if I was doing this top 5, say, a month ago, it definitely would not be on this list. But now that season 3 is slowly coming to an end, we're almost at season 4, a lot of people who bought the battle pass on day 1 have unlocked almost all of the tiers, especially the Dark Voyager one, which is at tier 70. So a lot of people have unlocked this, so you're seeing a ton more Dark Voyagers out there on the battlefield. Now, at the very start of the video, we talked about how there are some skins in Fortnite that really intimidate you. And back like a couple months ago, when not a lot of people had unlocked this skin, this was one of those skins, right? Because either the person has spent a ton of time on Fortnite, or they're dedicated enough to, buy all of those tiers. So this one always intimidated me, but now not so much, since so many people, including myself, have unlocked it. I've actually kind of stopped using it because there are so many people in game using this skin. It is absolutely insane. And on top of that, you do kind of stand out with the skin in Fortnite with those orange glowing strips on your body. But overall, this skin is really, really nice, and I can see why so many use it in game. But when so many use it, there's going to be a large portion of those players that aren't really all that good. So coming in at the number 2 spot on today's list, we have a skin that kind of isn't a skin, and that is the default skin here in Fortnite. I'm sorry, guys. I had to include it on this list because with this skin right here, whenever I see someone using this skin, the first thing I think of is noob. I can't help it because some of the most brain dead players in Fortnite use this skin right here. Of course, those are just new players, people who, aren't really invested enough in the game to actually go and spend 20 bucks on a skin. They'll be rocking this skin right here all day long. Now, there are still a decent amount of good players who use this skin. It's actually one thing that I've realized lately is when I see this skin again, I think noob, and I kind of, don't try as hard maybe, and then they surprise me and build a fortress within 2 seconds and be shooting them, and I go, all right, that guy's actually pretty good. But you can usually see someone who, has more experience when they have back bling on, right? That's just a dead giveaway right there. But people who are just using the standard default skin, they're most likely someone who hasn't played Fortnite all that much, or they just started playing the game and they probably aren't that good. So before we jump into the number 1 spot, I actually have a couple of honorable mentions. I never do this in top 5s, but I have 2 skins that I really think deserve to be somewhere on this list, or at least mentioned. So I'm gonna go ahead and mention them right here. So the first skin is the Havoc skin. The Havoc skin is one of the free Twitch skins, and the reason why I chose the blue team leader over this one right here is because I feel like casual players are more likely just to jump on the PSN store and grab that free skin. It's pretty easy, but I feel like not all casuals will, link their Twitch accounts with their Epic Games account and all that stuff. Some people might not even make an Epic Game account because, that's just, they don't care about the game that much. So the Havoc skin is definitely one of those skins that you see, a decent amount of bad players use, but there still are a lot of good players who do use this skin because it's actually a pretty nice skin. And the other skin is the Rust Lord skin. This is one of the Season 3 Battle Pass skins. It's one of the earlier skins you unlock, so you see a lot of people using this skin right here. It's very similar to a skin like the blue team leader or even like the rogue agent. You see a lot of this skin and a lot of bad players using the Rust Lord skin. So coming in at the number 1 spot on today's list, the newbie skin here in Fortnite has to go to the Mission Specialist skin. Now, this skin right here is the first one you unlock with the Season 3 Battle Pass, and right off the bat, when I wrote this one down, I compared it to the Season 2 Battle Pass because the first skin obviously isn't going to be all that amazing. It's the first thing you unlock, and the Season 2 Battle Pass was kind of themed around the knights, and the first skin was that blue knight. And I think that skin was, first of all, it was a little bit more interesting and a little bit more intimidating, but with the Mission Specialist, first of all, I don't think the skin really is all that attractive. It's, it's okay, but to me, this skin right here just screams noob. I just feel like every time I play Fortnite and I run across somebody who uses this skin, I gotta say, now, not that many people use this skin, before when, Season 3 just started, everyone used this skin, but not so much anymore. But still, when I come across players who are using this skin right here, they just really aren't all that good. There's, been a couple of times when I've, come across somebody who has skin on who is really good at Fortnite, but mainly they are really, really bad. And honestly, I kind of hate using that term or saying really, really bad, even though I have it in the title. But, people who are really bad are just noobs, right? They're new at the game. They aren't absolutely, amazing like others who have invested so much time, but these are skins that noobs like to use, and this one right here is definitely the noobiest in my opinion. So there we have it, guys. Those are 5 skins that really bad players use here in Fortnite, and please guys, let me know right now in the comment section below, what do you guys think is the noobiest skin here in Fortnite? You guys know mine, it's the Mission Specialist. I feel like after Season 3, it probably won't be that, popular anymore. The Season 4 one will probably be the noobiest, but for now, the Mission Specialist is definitely at the top of my list. Besides that, guys, for the video, drop a like, subscribe for more Fortnite Top 5s, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.